you are well. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Trisha Miller. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed today's video, I'll hope you consider subscribing. All right, so theme for today's meal prep is time-saving hacks. My inspiration, the boys have basketball camp this week, and so mornings are gonna be very chaotic. We have to be out of the house at an early time. We're in summer mode, so we're not used to that. So as I was thinking through planning out my meal prep for the week, I thought I'd just share my time-saving hacks. The school year is just around the corner. Don't tell my kids that, we're halfway through summer, I can't believe it. But we need those time-saving hacks when we're doing the meal prep because it's easy to just sit back and say, I'm not gonna meal prep this week. The week is too busy, it's not worth it. No, it is so worth it. It is still so worth it. So I will show you, we don't wanna sacrifice taste or nutrition or anything like that. I'm gonna show you some very healthy, very tasty, very easy meal prep ideas that we can do for our smoothies that you know I'm on a smoothie kick, so I'll show you how I do my smoothie meal prep hack. I'll show you a morning snack, breakfast, lunch, and an afternoon snack that can easily all be taken on the go so that we can still meal prep and still feel good and still make healthy choices. So thank you so much for being here. Let's get prepping. Okay, so my first piece of advice before you meal prep is to lay everything out that you need. So for our breakfast, we're gonna be doing some toaster pancakes. So I have my Kodiak chocolate chip pancake mix. I have my almond butter that I'm gonna top them with when they're done. I have a very sad looking banana and some chia seeds. Then for lunch, we're gonna be doing a chicken teriyaki stir fry. So I have my pre-cooked chicken, my shredded carrots, shredded broccoli. This is all a time saver. Microwave brown rice. I have my onion, I have my sugar-free teriyaki marinade, and I just realized I forgot my cauliflower rice, so I will grab that. And then for our snack boxes that we're gonna make, I already have my cut up carrot tips. Only thing we have to cut up here are the mini cucumbers. I have my almond for my little sweet twist, and then my roasted red pepper hummus for that one. And then for my other snack bowl that we're gonna be making, I have my yogurt ready to go. We're gonna cut up some strawberries. Blueberries are ready, and then this will be added each day before I eat it. So I have everything laid out, which will save some time. I have my meal prep containers ready to go. So let's go. Okay, let's start with my smoothie hack. You know I've been on a smoothie kick if you've been following, and that's the Clovis Farm pre-packaged smoothie kits from Costco. Again, a time saver. You can certainly make them yourself, but we're saving time today. So I got the pre-made kit. I'm just blending it up in my NutriBullet. I did this the night before. This is also a nice hack for not having to clean out your blender every single day. You can make enough smoothies for the week. You can make enough smoothies for the entire month if you wanted to with this hack. So you're going to want to not add as much water as you normally would when you make your smoothie, because I'll show you how we're gonna make it, but you don't want it to be too watered down. So you're gonna see mine's a bit thick. So try to keep yours a little bit thick as your blender will actually allow you to do. And so we're gonna spread it out in an ice cube tray. You could probably use like a mini muffin pan if you don't have an ice cube tray. And we're just make as many as you possibly can. You're gonna stick them in the freezer overnight and you'll see what they look like now the next morning. I just add 4 cubes to my cup. If you want a bigger cup, add more cubes. And then you're just gonna let that sit filled with water while you get ready for work for the day or while you're getting your kids dressed for the day. It took mine about 30 to 40 minutes to fully be defrosted, but you could even add like some lukewarm water to it. And then the ice cubes would just defrost faster. And so then all I did, put my lid on, I shook it up. I made a little bit of a mess, but I tend to do that. And then I have my smoothie. That's all I had to do. And then I'm just gonna store the rest of those smoothie cubes in a freezer-safe Ziploc baggie. And I have enough for the entire week. And I think next week what I'll do is I'll even make more so that I have enough to get me through a couple of weeks because they're just too easy to not do. All right, so first thing we're gonna get started on is our toaster pancakes. So time-saving hack here, get a pre-made pancake box. I like the Kodiak Power Cakes flapjacks and waffle mix because it's high in protein, it's low in cholesterol, it's low in sugar, and they just taste really, really good. The buttermilk one is good too. I usually add like blueberries or something to the buttermilk flavor one. The chocolate chip one is so good as is. So we're gonna use this one. All we need to make these, I'm gonna do probably a double serving because we're gonna put these in the freezer, which essentially means they have a long shelf life. You can keep them in there for months and be fine. So the serving is 3/4 of a cup of mix. So I'm gonna do a cup and a half, since I'm gonna do a double serving because I wanna make a lot of my pancakes. Sorry, mom brain, it's hard to multitask these days. And then it's 1 cup of water for each of those. So I'm gonna add my water, get it mixed up, cook all of them on the skillet, let them cool down, and then put them in the freezer. And I'll show you tomorrow morning when I have my breakfast how I do it, but you take it out of the freezer, put it in your toaster. So make sure you kind of size them to fit in your toaster. But you put them in the toaster, just normal amount of time that you would do for a piece of toast. Take it out, it's nice and warm and like kind of crispy on the outside, but like soft in the middle. And I add almond butter to the top of that. I put some banana pieces on top of that, and then I do some chia seeds. So good and so easy. And then I just take it in the car. I throw it on a to-go plate, take it in the car. I'm eating it as I'm driving my kids to camp, and it is just, it's healthy, it's tasty, and it's so fast. All right, let's get these made and put them in the freezer. In here to show you the reality that exists every time I make pancakes. I always ruin the first batch of pancakes. As you can see, I got a little too eager and I flipped it way too early. Every single time. There's nothing that I can do. Every time I make pancakes, I ruin the first batch, but I get my life together and then I make some really good pancakes the next time around. So I'm gonna do a redo here and show you that I do know what I'm doing and they look really good. We're moving on to lunch now. We are going to do a chicken teriyaki stir fry. Here is the hack to save some time. I have some pre-cooked chicken breasts. You could get rotisserie chicken and just peel the chicken off. You could go in the freezer aisle, and in the freezer aisle they have fully cooked chicken. I've seen chicken strips, I've seen chicken tenders, I've seen chicken breasts, just all the chicken. And if you don't like chicken, just choose a different type of meat. Make sure it's already pre-cooked. All we want to do is cut it up. Bonus points if it's already shredded or cut it up for you. Cut it up. Cut up for you. I don't think cut it is a word. Is cut it a word? Let me know in the comments. All right, other way that I like to save time. This is my mini food processor. I love this if I'm just doing like one recipe with it, and since I'm only using it for lunch, I can put my onion in here. I have a larger food processor. A time-saving hack that I do for meal prepping for dinners is if I know I'm gonna be using a lot of onion or a certain type of vegetable, I will put it in my big food processor, put it in a jar, and just save it for the week in there. And then every time I need some cut up onion, I just grab it out of the jar. So bonus tip on that one. But we just need it for lunch today, so I'm just gonna cut some large chunks of this, throw it in my food processor. We'll start cooking our lunch veggies. I think I already showed you this in the intro, but everything is already pre-cut. We're just gonna throw it all into the largest pot that I have, skillet that I have, and just cook it all up, add our stir fry sauce, and we're done. Let's go.
So another time saving tip for you, as you're kind of in between the different things that you're making while you're meal prepping, I always just clean up as I go. Then it doesn't feel so overwhelming afterwards or before when I think about all the mess that I'm gonna have to clean up. I just constantly do it as I go. I put the things away when I'm done using them, and then I just move on to the next thing that I need to make.
All right, we are moving on to our snack boxes now. So the first one I'm gonna do is a simple, healthy, delicious yogurt parfait. This is my favorite yogurt to use. It's the Chobani Vanilla, 0 fat. And then I'm going to just chop up a few strawberries. I like to cut them really small in my yogurt parfaits. Do a handful of blueberries in each one, put my lid on, and then as I eat them each day, I'll do probably like a tablespoon and a half of the Purely, words are hard right now, Purely Elizabeth Vanilla Chocolate Chip Granola. This is my favorite one. If you've been following me, you've seen this several times. So what I like to do, just a little hack with this one so that you don't get the large chunks of granola, open it, get the air out, close it again, and then use something like a Yeti water bottle, whatever you have handy, and just like smash it, and it breaks up all the clusters, and then you have just like kind of a nice little smaller situation. So I'll top this each day before I eat it, but this is just my favorite yogurt parfait, and it's so good. All right, let's make them. For my afternoon snack, I tend to have an energy dip around 2 to 3 o'clock because I usually eat lunch early, like 11:30, 12. So 2 to 3 o'clock, I have a sweet tooth. My energy is going down. I've already had my second iced coffee for the day, so I can't have any more caffeine after that. So what I'm going to make, I'm going to do a savory, vegetable-y thing with a sweet thing because that's what I know I'm going to crave. So I'm going to do some carrot chips. We're gonna cut up some mini cucumbers. I just feel like they're crispier than the regular cucumbers. I'm gonna do my favorite roasted red pepper hummus, and then for my sweet that I will eat at the end, I'm just gonna do like a tiny little handful of the skinny dipped almonds. This one is the dark chocolate peanut butter flavor. These are so good. All right, let's get these together, then we're done.
I would like to go ahead and apologize if you get very nervous when I am chopping things. My husband is always on high alert whenever he sees me pull out my chopping knives. There's a much safer way to do it than what I do. I understand that. I've never taken a knife skills class. I'm just a mom trying to figure it out. But I am going to chop up these cucumbers, and then everything else is ready to go. I really, really like doing snack boxes. It just helps me make healthier choices throughout the week. When I do meal preps and I don't add snacks to it, then I just make bad choices when I go for my snacks, if I'm being entirely honest. And if I already have the snacks made, I feel too guilty about wasting food, so I eat them. So there's my hack right there. If you feel mom guilt like me, prepare all of your meals, because then you will always eat healthy. All right, I got a little bit hungry while I was meal prepping, so instead of waiting until the morning to make this to show you, I'm making it right now. So all you do is take that pancake, put it in the toaster. You can freeze them and just take it from the freezer straight to the toaster. And then I'm adding some Justin's vanilla almond butter to the top of that. And then I just top it with some fruit. I usually do banana, but strawberries is really good. Blueberries are really good. Just your favorite fruit, put it on top. And then I like to sprinkle some chia seeds on top of that just to add some extra nutrients and some crunch to it. And when I say it is good, oh my gosh, it is so good. Trust me, try this. You will see and you will love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me today. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up. Turn on your notifications. Here is the overview of everything that we've made. I hope you learned some nice time-saving hacks and some motivation or inspiration for your next meal prep. And I'll show you a quick little overview of the refrigerator. I know it's like a glorious moment to see it all in there organized. So I just feel so ready for the week. So thank you for taking this journey with me, and I'll see you next time.